Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I just wanted to show you a problem that I'm having in Old Blue. So the 93 Dodge W250 with the automatic transmission. It's got an A518 automatic transmission which has a built-in overdrive from the factory, non-lockup. The issue that I'm having is basically I did a fluid filter band adjustment. The problem before I did that, I guess I should say, is the transmission didn't shift well. It would rev up and not shift well under load. You would have to let the throttle off a little bit and then it would skip to the next gear. It would shift kind of hard when it did that, and it would do that through most of the gears, from first to second and second to third. Not so much third to fourth, but it still shifted a bit hard. So I did a filter fluid and band adjustment according to my last video that I made with the red truck when it had an automatic transmission. And then after I did that with the fluid and filter band adjustment, it shifted great for about a week or two, and then it started to do the same thing. So I'm starting to get the hard shifts, the rev high before I have to shift. It revs high and then I ease off the throttle a bit before it goes in the next gear, and it seems to do that until it warms up a bit and I'm driving the truck a bit more, but it's still not perfect even then. So what I'm gonna do is I want to check the fluid level again. I don't have any more ATF. I'm gonna run to Lordco and grab some ATF +4 is what these transmissions take. You know, some guys run some other stuff, but I'm gonna do it according to what the service manual states. So I'm gonna run to Lordco, grab that, and then we'll run through checking the fluid level and the proper procedures to do that. All right, so this is what the transmission does. 1500 RPM, about 1800 RPM. It's not shifting. RPM, it's not shifting, and there we go. It finally went into gear. So here we go again. Right now the truck's cold. See how it's hanging? Not shifting, and then it finally went. And that was under very, very light load. Once I get onto the main drag here, I'll give you a simulation under like a higher throttle. It doesn't want to shift when I'm under throttle. All right, we'll give you the simulation under load here. There we go. All right, 2000, and it should shift. I'm at 2100, and I'll let off the throttle, and there it goes. That's the second gear. You'll see second to third shifted okay, and then into fourth. So it's not shifting quite right. So we'll see if the fluid level changes anything. Below the min line there. It's nice and pink. Doesn't seem to be burnt or smell bad. Alright, so to check your transmission fluid, I've driven the truck and the truck is warmed up completely. So you can see the gauge on the bottom left. I'm completely up to temperature. I've probably driven about 20 kilometers or so at least. So I'm fully up to temperature. And then what I want to do is I'll go from, I'm in park now. You don't want to check the transmission fluid level in park. So once you've driven and warmed up the truck, go through the gears. So I'm going to put it in reverse now for about 10 seconds or so. And then I'm just going to do the same thing through all the gears and ending in neutral. So I'm in neutral. Let it sit there for a few seconds. Drive. So I've got it in drive. So I'm on level ground now. It's very important that you're on level ground. And then you check your fluid level. I'm gonna add about a half a quart and we'll see where it sits. So I'm in neutral. Put the emergency brake on so you don't roll away, and then go add some fluid. All right, here's after the transmission fluid filled. Seems to be a bit nicer, smoother shift. It shifted sooner, and I didn't have to lift off the throttle. We'll try it up here at the main road. So we're on the main road here, and we'll test our throttle. I'll give it a bit of pressure, see if it shifts okay. All right, that shifted good between 1 and 2. And 2 and 3. I think that was 4. I don't know if I'm going fast enough. I shouldn't really be speeding this fast on this road though. There right off the bat though, having the fluid, I added a full quart. I was just below the low line on when my transmission was, I'd say, warm to hot. It wasn't super hot, but that's a pretty good sign so far that I can just jump in the truck after, you know, it cooled down a little bit. Half an hour, and now we are shifting better. All right, here we go. That was 1 to 2. 2 to 3. All pretty smooth so far. All right, here's getting onto the highway. I think that was, oh, it's not quite going to 4th. Hey, there we go. That was a bit tight from 3 to 4. The rest seemed to be pretty smooth. 60K, all right, 50K, here we go. Kick down, okay. And doesn't quite want to go. All right, that was a hard shift into 3. Or it might have been 4. It's really hard to tell. Seems to be a hard shift into overdrive when it wants to go into overdrive, but the other shifts are okay. I mean, keep in mind this truck has 398,000 kilometers on it. All right, so we'll get a test here. Hey, look at that guy. All right, it did the 1 to 2 shift fine. 2 to 3 fine. Just about at the max line. All right, so I just checked the fluid level there. I'm just under the max line, which is perfect. It seems like adding that extra quart of fluid really solved most of my problems. I was still having a bit of a hard shift between 3rd gear and overdrive. So, you know, if anyone has any ideas about how to maybe fix that, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, for the most part, you know, doing the basic maintenance on your transmission and keeping an eye on the fluid level, that's a key way to solve most of the problems with these transmissions. I know they have bad reputations, but if you do the maintenance, they should work fine, right? So hopefully this helped, and cheers. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more.